Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about these two lens filters and why you should probably have one in your camera bag. That's for the intro. So in my hands are two mist or bloom filters, whatever you want to call them. Essentially what they do is they diffuse the light as it hits the lens. So therefore with harsher, brighter light, it diffuses it a little bit more and spans that out and gives a nice glow effect. And for the shadows, it helps kind of lift those shadows up a little bit and take some of the harsher contrast out of them. Overall, it gives a bit more of a nice glow and generally cinematic feel across the whole of the footage. In my left hand, I've got the Tiffen Black Pro Mist 1.4, and in my right hand, I've got the Tide Optics CineSoft filter. So I'm not being sponsored or anything to do this video. The Tiffen filter I've bought myself out my own money. I love this filter, I've been using this for a while. The Tide Optics guys actually gifted me this filter to do a bit of a comparison or a review on. So whilst I was gifted this, I'm still going to be giving my full honest opinion of it. This filter is a lot cheaper than the Tiffen, so in terms of quality, I mean in weight generally, the Tiffen weighs a little bit more. Obviously you're not really going to be comparing weight in terms of filters, but generally the heavier the weight, the more I have a more comfortable feeling that it's good quality glass. The Tide Optics one, it's quite light, but doesn't look like it's bad quality. It actually looks pretty good for the money. I'm actually quite impressed, to be fair. So what I want to do with these two filters is actually just show a little bit of a comparison between the two, see if there's any difference with actually how they handle light and how they actually diffuse the light. But if you don't actually know what a mist filter does anyway, then you're about to see what it does. But anyway, let's do some comparisons. This is just the lens on its own. There's absolutely no filter on this. This is the Canon RF 24-70 f2.8 lens. This is the Tiffen Black Pro Mist, the 1.4 strength. And this is the Tide Optics CineSoft filter. So what are my overall thoughts? To be honest, it's quite an interesting comparison because the Tiffen filter is like £140 up depending on the strength that you get, whereas the Tide Optics one is £40, which is incredibly affordable, especially if you've never had a mist filter, especially if you're wanting to kind of dabble with like a mist or a bloom filter and you kind of just want to see what it looks like. I think the Tide Optics one is a really, really great way to go if you're not quite sure yet and you just want to experiment with that. Yeah, I think this is actually pleasantly surprised me. I was not expecting the result that we got. I was actually expecting the Tide Optics one to be way more blown out in certain scenarios. I think the way in which the Tide Optics one handled brighter scenes outdoors, I think I'd prefer using the Tiffen maybe in that scenario. Maybe if the light was a little less harsh, the Tide Optics one would have worked a little bit better. I don't know, swings and roundabouts really. I think both actually are great in certain scenarios, but it's important to know when to use these and when not to. Typically, these filters are used for video. However, I am starting to see quite a growing number of photographers actually use them purely because of the way that they actually handle different elements of light, and it makes your shots look way more cinematic. It also helps make skin tones look way less, you know, sharp, way less detailed. If you want that really nice soft skin, and especially if you're doing wedding stuff, it actually creates this really nice heavenly sort of glow, which actually makes the whole feel of the wedding, for example, look way nicer. So again, it is entirely down to your sort of usage, but that's my overall thoughts on it. I'd love to see what you guys think, so please leave a comment down below as to what filter that you preferred the look of. You know, is there anything that you spotted that I didn't? I'd actually love to hear, you know, what you had actually spotted, if there's anything that I might have missed. I would actually like to do some more videos using these different filters to show how they work in different scenarios. So if there's any settings or scenarios in which you'd like me to test these out, then please leave another comment. It'll be quite interesting to see what you guys come up with. So we've come to the end of the video, so thank you again very much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions, so please leave a comment down below. Links for both of the products are down below for the Amazon links. They're not affiliate links, so don't worry, you're not gifting me any money or anything like that. I'm not benefiting from you using them. I really should use the affiliate links. That's to come. Links down below if you are interested in the products. I know Tide Optics have been out of stock of some of these, but I believe that they're just coming back into stock now. So if you want to get your hands on one, get your hands on one. They should be coming back into stock now. If you want to get the Tiffen one, they're generally quite widely stocked, so you can probably get them from most places, but the Tide Optics one, I believe you can only get from Amazon or Tide Optics' actual website. But again, thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.